Welcome back everyone. I'm glad to be here with an easy vinyl glitter tumbler tutorial for you. My name is Maria and creating is my thing. So today we will be working on these two beautiful tumblers. I am using printed vinyl. You can purchase it almost anywhere. I will see if I can remember where I purchased this one from. There are quite a few different vinyl sellers, so I will list some if I can't find the original one. The measurements are 12 by 12. I'm cutting my vinyl into 4-inch sections. The beauty about using only a few inches off your sheet is that you can make more than one tumbler with the same printed sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing. I'm adding this to the bottom of my tumbler. And then I'll go ahead and try to put it on carefully, trying to avoid any air bubbles. If you get any air bubbles, you can always pop them with a sharp tool. If you have a squeegee that has the felt on the top, even better. That way you don't scratch your image. Some of the printed images are sensitive and they can scratch easily. This shiny one, I feel like it was fine. So here we trimmed it with my Cami Paige Boutique tool. I use this almost on a daily, and look at that clean line, you guys. Now with my craft tool, I just cut a straight line for the seam. And repeat the steps for your second or third cup, how many ever you're making with your printed vinyl. I chose to use these two colored glitters from Chase Ray Creations. This is the acrylic paint I'm using. I have some brushes and my masking tape. So what you want to do is tape off the top part of the vinyl. That way you don't get any paint on it. Don't worry about it not being so even because we are going to be adding striping, and the striping will make it look cleaner. So here we are opening the paints. I am doing a base color white, just so your color can pop once you add your colored paint. Make sure your paint is dry completely before moving on to the next color. These are the colors I chose for my project. This blue one and a terracotta one. And I did pour them in small cups in order for me to get the paint out. And I am using my glitter glue from Adhesive Apothecary. I'm going to mix it in with my paints. So here I'm making sure that I am stirring my paint and glue evenly. The first glitter color is hot sauce. Look how beautiful this is. Make sure you go check out Chase Ray Creations. The next one is Triton. I do have a discount code with Chase Ray. It is Maria15, so you can use that if you do purchase from her. This video is a bit sped up, so don't think that I'm being rough when I'm applying my paint. So I add my first color and then the second color. It doesn't have to be perfect. I feel like the glitter will still cover some of that imperfection. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend the center to kind of give it like an ombre effect with the paints. For this step, you don't want to push down too hard because then you will be removing the paint. And what we want to do is just blend the paints together. So I went in with a little bit more paint just to get a better blend and to make sure that I have more coverage on my tumbler. Once I'm happy with the coverage, then I go ahead and go in with my glitter colors. So I'm going to go in with the blue one first. You want to make sure that you get a full even coat on the edge, and then turn your tumbler 45 degrees and let it fall down a little over to the second color. I do tap off my tumbler, add the second color, and then do full coverage on the end of the cup and turn it to a 45-degree angle to give it an ombre effect. Once I'm done applying my glitter, I tap off my tumbler again. Look how nice this is looking. They're gonna look gorgeous. For these tumblers, I am using UVDTF. Once again, I will list in my description where you can purchase some of these. There are many UVDTF sellers. So one of them says fueled by coffee and anxiety. When removing the backing from the UVDTF, you need to make sure you are gentle with it. Like I said, this video is sped up, so don't be fooled by how it looks. So here's a slow motion. This one says reading helps your mind bloom, and then it has a little book with the flowers on the other side. After this step, I added 1 to 2 coats of resin, and I will be doing my striping now. I cut these on my Cricut machine. I always have these pre-cut different colors, so whenever I have a project, I just go ahead and take them out and use them. I will try to include the measurements also in the description below. So I am adding this gold textured vinyl. I believe it's from Tech Graph Craft. I added to the bottom, and then I added to the center where my vinyl and the glitter meet. You can add one stripe, you can double them, you can make a thicker one and add a thin one above. But here I apply the painter's tape to the bottom of my tumbler because I'm going to go in with another coat of resin. I do not let the resin dry. I remove the tape before the resin is dry, maybe about 30 minutes after applying it. That way we can have an even line at the bottom. And make sure you fold down the tab at the end so it's easy to remove. That's the best tip I can give if you are going to remove your tape when your tumbler is on the turner. So I decided to add a stripe of the textured vinyl over that seam. I just felt like it kind of finished it off. I know the flowers are not even, and that's what's gonna happen if you have a printed vinyl with a quote-unquote seamless pattern. It's not gonna be seamless depending on the size of your tumbler. On this one, I added the stripe from that connects the glitter to the vinyl, and then I added a second stripe. I felt like the second one kind of gave it a different look. Like I mentioned earlier, you can add as many stripes as you want. You can add one, you can layer them. If you see any of my other tutorials, you may see me doing layered stripes on my tumblers. Or if you watch me on social media, then you know what I'm talking about. Here's the second stripe. Look how cute the cup looks. I love how the glitter just sparkles everywhere, you guys. Here are the completed tumblers. I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I hope this inspires you to try it. All you have to do is add vinyl and glitter. If you want the vinyl on the top, you can always do that. But look how gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and hopefully I'll see you soon on my next video. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms.